Hello, my name is Giovanna Zorella, and this is my persuasive speech assignment. The purpose of my assignment is to pursue my audience why NAFTA is good for America. The specific action step is providing information about NAFTA and asking the audience to contact their local state representative and create a petition of support of NAFTA. So let me start by telling you a little bit about NAFTA. NAFTA holds an important part of United States trade agreement with Mexico and Canada. I will talk about what is NAFTA, when NAFTA was implemented, and why it's important for Americans to support it. I will go into details on the trade agreement between the United States, Mexico, and Canada, and inform the readers how these three countries view NAFTA and some facts about NAFTA benefits to United States of America, Mexico, and Canada. So let me start by telling you a little bit about why I support NAFTA. My husband lived in a little town in Mexico where there were hardly any jobs other than farming, and poverty was a big issue. After NAFTA was created, a factory opened up and hired lots of people from his town to work there. Because of NAFTA, people in his town are now able to find work in the factory and are able to support their families and have a better life. First, I will explain the meaning of NAFTA and show you some facts on how NAFTA benefits the United States. The North American Free Trade Agreement, NAFTA, is a comprehensive trade agreement that sets the rules of trade and investment between Canada, the United States, and Mexico. Since the agreement entered into force on January 1st, 1994, NAFTA has systematically eliminated most tariff and non-tariff barriers to free trade and investments between the three NAFTA countries. The value and volume of North American farm trade with Mexico has grown more rapidly than has North American trade with the rest of the world. Exports from Mexico to the United States have more than doubled in value, from 2.5 billion to 5.1 billion since enactment of NAFTA, while US exports to Mexico have almost quadrupled to 6.8 billion. Clearly, NAFTA has successfully strengthened agriculture through North America, particularly between the United States and Mexico. Since NAFTA was established, the economy in America has grown. There are more jobs and better prices in food, clothes that benefits all families. Since NAFTA came into effect, trade and investment levels in North America have increased, bringing a strong economy growth, job creation, and better prices and selection in consumer goods. North American businesses, consumers, families, workers, and farmers have all benefits. So, since NAFTA was created, the economy has grown. There's more jobs and better prices in food, clothes that benefits all Americans. The objective of the North American Agreement on Environmental Cooperation is to encourage enforcement of national environmental regulations and enhance environmental protection in all three countries. There is some controversy on how NAFTA is dealing with the environment. Many people are concerned if the North American Agreement of Environmental Cooperation is monitoring and enforcing environmental protection for all three countries. In September of 1993, President Bill Clinton declared that the North American Free Trade Agreement will lead to improvements in the environment and increased investment on the Mexican side of the border in environmental cleanup. Carol Browner, then Administrator of the U.S. Environmental Protection Agency, went further, stating that NAFTA was the most environmentally sensitive trade agreement in history. NAFTA was a good thing in general for both countries. However, in my opinion, the environmental trade agreement needs to be revised. It was not as great as it was thought in the first place, with Mexico being the most affected country in this matter. NAFTA created jobs for U.S. workers. According to the U.S. Chamber of Commerce, increased trade from NAFTA supports about 5 million U.S. jobs. The Chamber of Commerce also points out that unemployment was 7.1% in the decade before NAFTA and 5.1% from 1994 to 2007. We can't say for sure that this decrease is attributed to NAFTA. And we also know that unemployment from 2008 to 2012 has been significantly higher, a point that the Chamber doesn't seem eager to attribute to the free trade agreement. So, in conclusion, NAFTA supports about 5 million US jobs, and there was a decrease in unemployment between 1994 and 2012. This can be influenced by different factors like the American recession. Overall, Mexico's economy has also benefited from joining NAFTA. Trade with the US has seen an increase of 500%. As many critics warned in the 90s, NAFTA did push out many small farmers in Mexico who were not able to compete with subsidized American farmers. On the other hand, many Mexican businesses have become world-class companies, such as Cemex, an electronics corporation that manufactures plasma TVs, and Grupo Bimbo, the largest baking company in the world. For the United States, NAFTA has been a modest success. There was no giant sucking sound of jobs moving to Mexico as some opponents have predicted. In fact, NAFTA probably played a positive role in keeping manufacturing jobs in North America, as many of these jobs will have been relocated to China after the country joined the WTO in 2001. The extent to which the auto industry has been integrated in North America is perhaps the biggest positive surprise in this regard. Mexico's environmental problem has been happening before NAFTA. Due to their high manufacturing pollution, NAFTA is not responsible for all the environmental damage in Mexico. However, it has contributed about 1 to 2% annually growth due to emissions of carbon monoxide and sulfur. Before NAFTA, tariffs of 30% or higher on export goods to Mexico were common, as were long delays caused by paperwork. Additionally, Mexican tariffs on US-made products were, on average, 250% higher than US duties on Mexican products. To make things easier for NAFTA countries, an agreement to decrease tariff, which is a tax that government places on an imported or exported good. In other words, before NAFTA, if you wanted to buy a Mexican chocolate, it will probably cost double of what it costs today. Or maybe it wasn't available to purchase in this country due to the export higher tariff. Because of NAFTA, we can now purchase affordable food like meat, snacks, fresh produce, also vehicles and crude oil, machinery and gold. One of the reasons NAFTA is good for our country is that we can all have a choice on obtaining more variety of products for affordable price. NAFTA supports about 5 million US jobs, and there was a decrease in unemployment between 1994 and 2012. NAFTA is a good thing for all three countries involved. Mexico has a beneficial growth in their economy, and we could improve the poverty rates will have done better with or without NAFTA. In general, NAFTA should continue to be implemented, but to make NAFTA even better, a revision of the environmental trade agreement should include a better way to lower the annual gross emissions of carbon monoxide and sulfur dioxide. It should add a plan to lower pollution and a plan to improve the quality of water that is used for drinking and farming. It should also include a closer monitoring of the environmental laws being followed. These revisions will make NAFTA so much better and will have more supporters if you support NAFTA. If you support NAFTA, please get in contact with your state representative and start a petition of support of NAFTA. Thank you for listening.